All right, guys. So Elon Musk is getting some backlash from the woke revolutionaries on the internet for using the Russia-Ukraine crisis as a way to mock Netflix and its woke content. Now, he's been slammed because people see the meme that he posted, right, trolling Netflix as insensitive. Now, this is the meme that he posted here, basically mocking Netflix and their wokeness. And this is a part of a series of memes that Elon has put out as a way to troll everybody, okay? But first up, we're going to start with the woke revolutionaries in regards to this whole Netflix thing and their wokeness. As he says, Netflix waiting for the war to end to make a movie about a black Ukrainian guy falls in love with a transgender Russian soldier. Yeah, so I think that what Elon is doing here is that he's mocking wokeness, right? And this push by certain companies like Netflix to basically race swap or gender swap or to do all this stuff that they're doing to original characters, which low-key has been a thing that has pissed a lot of people off because it kind of ruins the original material, the original story. And I think people see it as cringy, okay, when this stuff is being forced upon people, okay, making characters different colors, races, genders, sexes, whatever, just to be diverse and inclusive, right, to virtue signal. And Elon has been very, very clear about how he feels about wokeness and the dangers of wokeness.
You're working on some of those problems, but the problem of wokeness specifically, you mentioned that's like a mind virus and it's destructive. And why do you think wokeness is so destructive?
I'm interested in your opinions too. But, you know, like, I mean, generally, I think we should be aiming for like a positive society, and you know, that it should be okay to, you know, be humorous. Like, you know, like we should like wokeness basically wants to make comedy illegal, which is not cool.
We've experienced a little bit of that.
I mean, Chappelle, like what the
flower bed.
I mean, try to shut down Chappelle. Come on, man, that's crazy. You know, so do we want a humorless society that is simply rife with condemnation and hate, basically?
And no forgiveness, right?
Yeah. At its heart, wokeness is divisive, exclusionary, and hateful. It basically gives mean people a reason, it gives them a shield to be mean and cruel, armored in false virtue.
Yeah, so Elon Musk, not a fan of Netflix, right, in my opinion. And he's using the Ukraine-Russia crisis as a way to take a shot at them. And a lot of people did not appreciate that. A lot of people got triggered by what Elon said. So let's read here. The world's richest man, Elon Musk, is facing backlash for using Russia's invasion of Ukraine to make a joke about wokeness and mock streaming giant Netflix. The chief executive of SpaceX and Tesla, who is known for despising woke culture, posted a meme on his personal Twitter account on Monday that read, quote, Netflix waiting for the war to end to make a movie about black Ukrainian guy falls in love with a transgender Russian soldier. Twitter users were outraged at the billionaire's decision to share the insensitive meme with his 77.8 million followers. Quote, using the Russia-Ukraine war to crack any type of joke is very insensitive and silly, one wrote. Millions of people are being affected with the ongoing crisis. Some have lost their lives while others their source of livelihood. So show some empathy, learn to walk in people's shoes, grow up. Another wrote, so many thousands being massacred in Ukraine and so many thousands laughing at this says everything you need to know about the lack of humanity in the world today. While one user simply said, didn't realize you were fully right wing. Well, I don't necessarily know if Elon Musk is right wing or left wing. I think he's just Elon at this point. So yeah, people in this comment section here obviously aren't happy with Elon posting this meme here, okay? And they're upset, right, as per the usual. And it's funny because Elon actually tweeted this beforehand, right, as a way to troll people who simply don't think for themselves, as he posted the I support the current thing, NPC meme, which in my opinion is a legendary meme because it is so damn true about anything or any propaganda that the government is currently pushing, right? The next new thing, right? Before it was COVID, right? COVID was the thing. Everybody was so concerned about COVID and the pandemic. As soon as Russia, Ukraine happened and shutdowns and lockdowns and all the things associated with COVID became a political liability for the Democrats, all of a sudden, no more talking about that. Fauci ain't on TV no more. People not out here virtue signaling about wearing masks anymore. Not a conversation. Now the whole thing is Ukraine, right? And you have people who are not Ukrainian putting Ukrainian flags in their profiles, right? And they're just flat out just supporting anything that comes out of Ukraine, right? And everything Ukraine without actually taking a step back and questioning, why are you actually supporting Ukraine, right? What reason are you actually supporting Ukraine? Okay, do you understand both sides of the conflict? That's not to say any side is right or wrong, but this blind allegiance to Ukraine, in my opinion, is scary. We've seen this at so many levels, whether it's corporate, whether it's just, normal people on the ground, whether it's politicians. Yeah, I've seen more the Ukrainian flag over the last 3 weeks than I've seen the American flag. Okay, we had a State of the Union address that, in my opinion, looked like the State of the Union for Ukraine, not the United States. Okay, and this is a form of basically programming, right? When you program people into going along with the current agenda, right? And we've seen this so many times. You had Black Lives Matter, you had COVID, now you got Ukraine, right? These people simply don't think for themselves. They don't take a second to stop and think about, why am I supporting this? Okay, they just openly support it, right? And of course you have people that, get into the comment section that, either support or condemn, right? As this person right here with the Ukrainian flag in the bio is basically, trying to guilt trip Elon Musk, saying this is the current thing. Look what's going on in Ukraine. Blah, 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 right? So you know how the internet goes, okay? You know how the internet goes. But Elon, did show support for Ukraine, okay? And also he is helping Ukraine as well, too, with Starlink, which is his communication platform. And with that being said, I find it fascinating how Elon went from tweeting about Ukraine and the Ukrainian flag to actually trolling people who are just overtly supporting Ukraine for no reason. And I don't think this is a coincidence. And the reason why is because Elon, with his Starlink platform, which is a communications platform, you would think that he knows a lot more about what's going on in Ukraine than anybody else. Okay, and if Elon is coming out here after showing support for Ukraine and they're saying, you know what? Some of you guys ain't really thinking all that much when it comes to this stuff, right? I think that Elon knows some things about what's really going on over there that other people don't necessarily know, okay? This is the same guy that refused to block Russian media being able to use Starlink, right? Despite being asked to do so by world leaders. He said, you would literally have to force me to do it at gunpoint because I believe in freedom of speech that much, okay? So again, this guy is trolling everybody, right? Including Putin, okay? Including Putin, as he took to Twitter to challenge Putin to a fight in Russian, right? That's what he did, okay? That's apparently what it says. He actually went ahead to also post another meme of him basically saying, choose your fighter, right? You either got Putin or you got Elon. Now, let's actually read about this because I find this to be hilarious as well. Billionaire entrepreneur Elon Musk challenged Vladimir Putin to a bout, calling out the Russian president on Twitter in Russian. Musk then tagged the Kremlin Twitter account. Quote, I hereby challenge Vladimir Putin to single combat, said Musk, translated from Russian. Stakes are Ukraine. Do you agree to this fight? He said later, saying that it would be an honor for Putin to accept his challenge. Though Elon once told Joe Rogan on his podcast that he had practiced karate for a bit as a kid, he would likely be no match for the former KGB agent and Taekwondo trained Putin. Putin's honorary black belt was recently stripped from him following his invasion of Ukraine. Yeah, that'll show Putin, right? Take his black belt away from him, okay? As if you're taking away this guy's ability to fight, okay? In which I think that Putin, hands down, would beat the shit out of Elon Musk, right? I'm just being 100. I'm just keeping it 100. I think that Putin would definitely destroy Elon Musk in a fight. But props to Elon for challenging Putin to a fight. Now, I would love to see it. I would actually pay to see a fight versus Elon Musk and Putin, even though I don't think that it would be much of a match. I would still pay to see it. Okay, but this guy Elon is obviously at this point just kind of trolling everybody. Okay, he clearly has things that he likes and he doesn't like. Like, for example, he don't like Biden, he don't like wokeness. Okay, and what he does like is things like free thinking, freedom of speech, and I think a lot of people, specifically people on the right, are starting to kind of vibe with Elon, you know, and say, hey, you know what, I kind of get this guy. You know, he might not necessarily be conservative per se or anything like that, but he does stand up for some core libertarian principles, right? That I think a lot of people are really starting to resonate with, as, you know, this guy is obviously, you know, a independent thinker himself, which I think is what makes him such a great entrepreneur. But I just find it hilarious that this guy's just trolling everybody and just pissing everybody off, and he really doesn't give a damn. I love it. Maybe, just maybe, he should take notes from a guy who basically did the same thing in 2015 and 2016 to become president of the United States. Maybe he should think about running in 2024. I'm just saying. But I think because he's South African, he might not be eligible, unfortunately. But let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.